Alright everybody, it is Monkeypuzzle, and today my mission is to bring you a tutorial on a mod in Ark called Ark Advance. And it's done by a fellow named iSpezz, who does a lot of cool stuff. He also does the steampunk mod, and he's done the monkey maze mod, and he has a couple other ones too. So he's got a lot of really popular mods out there, and this is one of them. And as you can see, I'm all set up here. It is an immense mod. There are so many items that are added to the game with this, and I have to say that I was a little intimidated trying to learn the whole thing without any kind of tutorials on it, because when I looked all over YouTube, I could not find a single comprehensive tutorial on this mod. And there's a list of items and such and some discussions in the Steam Workshop, but I decided to make the tutorial that I wanted for myself, and in the doing so, I would learn all about this mod and be able to use it better. So a lot of stuff here. We're going to do this in parts, and I'm going to go through these as quickly as I can, as concisely as I can, and see how many episodes that takes. So Ark Advance basically brings a lot of new items to the game. It brings some new functionality. It all starts with the advanced crafting station. And it also shows the style of this mod, where there is a lot of modeling stuff modeled on the objects, which isn't stuff that you actually have. I don't actually have the spark powder and the hammer and so on. It's all decorations. It's a very decorative, good-looking mod. So you just have to get over the fact that you don't have these things. Well, you might, but those aren't them. So to make this advanced crafting station, you need these things. I've got enough here for 2. So it takes 5 ingots and 50 stone and 30 wood and 20 hide, which I have a little bit extra of. So if we go in here and we search for advanced crafting station, and most of the things are advanced, not advanced. So that's just something with this mod. So there it is. We're going to have these, and we have this one already in front of us, but it's going to be handy to have a couple more because we're going to need to be referring to that. So if you learn all the engrams in Ark Advance, a whole bunch of them show up in here. So these are the folders for those. And so in this basic advanced station, there are the structures. So crafting, there's all these things, and I could name them all, but we'll go through them one by one rather than me list them all off. And there's electrical parts, which that's what these are. These are all reusable, and a lot of things in this mod are reusable, meaning you can pick them up again after you place them. So that's a very cool thing. And there's some defenses in there, and then electric has these things. Now I'm showing you all the ones that are in this one because there's actually another crafting table you're going to need to make further on. So first we're going to explore all the stuff that you can make from this first advanced station. The fridges, there's that fridge, which is not actually a fridge. We'll get there. And cooking, and let's see, we got wood stuff and more building parts and storage, and we're gonna go through all these. I'm just giving you a quick little look through this table, what it looks like when all of the engrams are open, because one of the tricky parts, if you have multiple mods on your Ark modded server, is in your engrams they don't necessarily identify themselves to which mod they're part of. So it's really hard to know if you've comprehensively learned all the mods in, or all the engrams in a mod. Okay, so first we're going to start with storage here, because that's one of the simpler things in the mod, and then we're going to kind of work our way up to more and more advanced stuff. So this one thing here is this admin box, it was called, but you can't actually learn the engram. But if you're an admin, you can just cheat this in. I put it here because I was using it to put all the parts in, as I obviously in this case I cheated them all in because we're just doing this for the purpose of a tutorial. None of these are going to be used in game after this, and there was so many items. It was actually literally a lot of work just to spawn them all in, believe it or not. But this thing has 100 and well, if you take these out, it's came with negative 43 slots, which meant it actually has 143 slots plus these. So I guess it's 148. So quite a bit of storage. These, I'm not sure what to do with them. They say they're equipable. I couldn't figure out what they equip on, but it's a trophy, I guess, for showing marvelous survival skill in a server event. So something for admins to hand out that wouldn't normally be available. So anyway, we got the admin box, we got the advanced crafting station. Now here are two new storage boxes. They look like the standard box over here, and standard box has 45 slots, the tall storage box, but this one is the advanced armor storage one, and it's got a little trick. If you walk up to it, it opens, and it's full of stuff, more stuff we don't have, but it's good looking, and it gives you an example of the kind of stuff you can put in here. So if we actually enter the inventory, you can see it has 150 slots, so more than 3 times what you can get in a normal storage box, which is really good for armor, because as you know, armor is not stackable, so it fills chests very quickly. I just put a few example items in here to show that it does actually take armor, and it will not take anything else. So you can't use this to store 150 of rocks and stone or whatever, but you can with your armor. And then here, if we walk up to this one, this is the advanced weapon storage box. I'm not clicking or anything. You just walk up to it, and that's what happens. So this gives you the examples of what should go in here. So this is for weapons. So let's actually look in here, and you'll see that it takes weapons, but not armor and not anything else. Now the tools do count as weapons, but not these things. I'm going to wait for the weather to break, and we shall continue. Alright, we got our sunshine back. So moving along, next we have the ammo rack. And it's just loaded with ammo already. Definitely have to love the art in this mod. So this, obviously, is for storing ammo. And in here, I'm also have put on display 3 new types of ammo that come with this mod. So let's go look in the advanced crafting station and look at what it takes to make those ammo. I have not used them yet, but apparently the X arrow takes 25 narcotics to make, so it must be pretty powerful. And it also webs your target, so it slows them down a lot. And then over here is the x-tranq dart 10cc. It uses 5 narcotics, so probably not as powerful, but 20 rare flowers each. And then the 30cc x-tranq dart, which uses 10 narcotics and 20 rare flowers. So I don't know how all these compare. Obviously, this is more powerful than this. I don't know how this compares to this. This has a lot more narcotics, so I would assume it's more powerful, but who knows? Anyway, that's how you make them, and new additions from this mod, and they go in your ammo rack. Next, we have the advanced armor skin crafter, which I was hoping this would actually let you customize your armor, but what it has is some hat skins for your helmets and your hats from some of the Ark holiday events that happened before. So if you missed your Santa skin or your top hat, that's actually one I might make. Your Dino Witch hat and your Dead Mouse hats. And this one, I guess if you donate, you can get your custom skin right here. So that's what that's about, and I guess it also holds your various skins and things. It holds 100 of them. And then here is some more specialized storage. Now, these I really appreciate the art because it really shows you what these are about. This one obviously is for stone, and it holds up to 10,000 stone. We have a resource stacking mod in here, so I don't know what this would look like if it was not. I suspect that it wouldn't go in these stacks, that you would just have 100 stacks of 100 here. But as long as it goes up to 10,000, so quite a bit of stone storage, more than you can get in a regular chest, and this one is the equivalent for wood. It holds 10,000 wood in your very nice looking wood rack. So over here, there is a new version of the vault, the metal vault. This is the advanced vault, of course, and it's got quite a lot of health, and it's quite a bit smaller than the vanilla vault, which I put back there for comparison. It also has a safe place to put my Pteranodon while I talk to you guys. So it has 250 slots, and you can see that it can go straight on the ground. This one has to go on a foundation, and it's way bigger, and it has 150 slots. So a lot more storage in a much smaller space, a lot more versatile. And this is another version of it. This is the wall locker, and I have it on a metal pillar right here, but it can go on any pillar or wall. A little slim little vault here. It's only 100 slots, but it's a lot less expensive to make, and it's a very much smaller footprint. So that could definitely work out, give you a lot of versatility with your storage. And the hit points on this is 50,000. This is 30,000, so it does have decreased health on it. This is the paint rack. I would have put it over there, but I forgot. But this obviously holds your dyes and your spray guns and your paint brushes, everything to do with your whole art kit. And that can fit in here, and it's got 200 slots, so you have lots of room for all that stuff. And then finally, as far as storage goes, you have the advanced mailbox. So this is something you could just put out in front of your base, and your server mates could leave you notes, or they can leave you stuff. Have some hide. So one thing I think I'd love to see added to this one is the little red flag, so if something's put in there, you can see it, because you might not check it all the time unless someone tells you to. But anyway, that's pretty good for today. I'm going to leave it at there. We're going to go into part 2, but today we basically covered all the new storage items, and then next time we will continue on with this giant row of new items for the game. So see you in the next one, and this is Monkeypuzzle, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.